If you are struggling to connect your brother device to an SMTP server, this video will attempt to help you by showing you a range of common error messages and possible ways to resolve them. I will start with this message, stating that the communication with the specified send email server failed. The most common reasons for it are an unresponsive SMTP server, which can often be resolved simply by testing your settings again, or waiting until your SMTP server is back online. This error could also be due to an incorrect port number, which is one of the settings in the SMTP configuration page. It may also appear if your brother device has the wrong date and time. To learn how to check and correct this, I created another video. A link to it should now be on your screen and also in the description. If your SMTP server is in the cloud, you may also be seeing this error message if your brother device cannot access the internet. One way to diagnose this is by trying to use another internet required function, such as checking for new firmware. To do this, click the Administrator button. Then click the Firmware Update button. From here, click the Check for New Firmware button. Don't worry, clicking this button won't start any available upgrade, it only checks for it. But since it needs internet access, it is a good way to test if your brother device is able to connect to it. If you see this, or a message saying that new firmware is available, it means that your brother device is able to connect to the internet. However, if you see an error message instead, it means that it cannot. To resolve this, please check your brother device's network settings and date and time, as well as any network policies in your own environment that might be preventing this. This error message, stating that the username and password were not accepted, indicates just that the username and/or password specified within the SMTP settings are wrong. To resolve this, please consider re-entering them in the SMTP configuration page. You generally see this message, stating that the specified send email server cannot be found if the SMTP address details are invalid, or you have typed the wrong port number, which again you can check and change from the SMTP settings page. This message, stating that the name resolution with DNS failed, appears when your brother device cannot resolve the fully qualified domain name of your SMTP server due to incorrect DNS settings. To check that this is the cause of the problem, I recommend using the IP address of your SMTP server before making any changes to your brother device's DNS settings. In this example, I will replace the FQDN name of my SMTP server, which is your.smtpserver.com, with its IP address. This will solve any DNS related problems or help to eliminate them, because if you are still seeing an error message with an IP address, chances are the problem is not DNS related. If, however, you cannot use the IP address and have established a DNS related problem, you will need to update your brother device's DNS settings. If you would like help on how to do this, please click the link on your screen or in the description. Remember, if you do continue to use the IP address and your SMTP provider changes it unexpectedly, your SMTP configuration might begin to fail. Therefore, unless you are in control of your SMTP server, it is better to use its FQDN where possible. If you see either of these two messages, there are 4 common reasons for them. The port number might be incorrect, your brother device has the wrong date and time. To learn how to check and correct this, the link to the other video is in the description. Another reason could be that the wrong TLS or SSL setting was selected from the SMTP configuration page. Or, if you chose the Verify Server Certificate option, it could be that the server certificate is either missing or invalid. For help on how to check and/or upload a certificate to your brother device, please click the link on your screen or in the description to watch another one of my videos. The last common cause for SMTP connection issues could be caused by your firewall. To solve this, please check that it is configured to allow SMTP traffic in and out of your network. Thank you.